Oh, hello there. Welcome to In the Chips. My name's Barry. Let's not get in the chips. What? Yes, that's right. We're not going to be reviewing chips today. I am going to be recapping the top 20 5-star chips from 2020. So you can see what was what, and maybe you can go get some yourself. Let's kick things off. Boom. Beast and Fury Smoky Ghost Pepper. Delicious, spicy, complex, but you got all the fruitiness from the pepper as well as the heat. Really good, and I highly recommend their other flavors as well. Really well done. Good stuff out of Texas. Oh, yes. Hers Old Bay flavored potato chips. Old Bay seasoning blend, the one with the paprika, white pepper, red pepper, bay leaves. Just delicious seafood seasoning blend that's used on the East Coast of the United States for things like crab boils and shrimp and crab. Really tasty, really complex. Absolutely nailed it. Loved it. Ooh. Hen of the Woods Everything Bagel. Those were good. I love everything bagel. If you haven't had an everything bagel, just imagine like sesame seeds, onion, garlic, poppy seeds, everything on one bagel. And it's delicious. High expectations for this, and they nailed it. They hit it out of the park. It was delicious. They're out of Ohio. Check them out online. They're really tasty. The first non-chip entrant into the top 20 5-star chip reviews. These are just snacks. They're like Cheetos, kind of like batons, extruded products, if you will. But they were curry flavored from Koikeya, Caramucho. I'm not sure what Caramucho is, but they were curry flavored, delicious, complex. Just, I could eat those all day. Yes. The first tortilla chip entrant into our top 20. I know the name Al Chipino is kind of corny, but Bollywood sweet and sour actually paid off. Really good sweet and sour Indian spices in there, and it worked really well with the corn of the tortillas, so definitely a 5-star. Yes, Thins Tzatziki from Australia. These were quite tasty. It basically was like you had tzatziki dip on a potato chip, but there was no dip anywhere to be found. Oh yes, the Haunted Ghost Pepper chip from Paqui. These were really spicy, but they were also really flavorful. Kind of like the Fire and Fury chips that I talked about earlier. These brought flavor to the party. It wasn't just heat, so definitely 5 stars. This was a surprise. This was definitely a surprise. Pigless pork rinds from Outstanding Foods. Usually, when you try to imitate a animal-based snack, they don't turn out so good. These were really good. It wasn't exactly like a pork rind, but it was pretty dang close from a texture standpoint. And the flavor, the seasoning blend, I don't know what they used exactly, I don't remember, but it tasted like a pork rind, yet no pig in there. In fact, they're vegan, so go figure. Hawkins Cheesies, yes, from Canada. These were surprisingly tasty, cheesy, super crunchy, salty. I really liked them. And if you get caught out in the woods, you can use them to light a campfire. So win-win. Yes, Carolina Kettle Cozumel Jalapeno Queso brought the grassiness of the jalapeno, the heat of the jalapeno, and that nice finish of cheese queso, if you will. It was really good. That's a really good balanced chip. Okay, so this one, it gets 5 stars for the flavor, but it gets a 1 star for this name. Chili with jalapeno and red chilies. It's already called chili. Why with the chilies and the red? Anyway, doesn't matter. You got the grassiness and heat from the jalapeno. You got the spice and the fruitiness from the red chilies. It was a really tasty chip. Just, you got to work on your name. Oh, these were delicious. S.E. Grocers Jamaican Jerk seasoned potato chips. Just complex, delicious. You get the nutmeg, the allspice, sweet, the heat. Just everything that you want in a jerk seasoning was on that chip, and it was tasty. This was a little bit of a surprise. Lay's of Taiwan with bacon and cheese. Now, I know you get a bacon cheeseburger. It's got bacon and cheese on it. But typically you don't just eat bacon and cheese. There's the burger. So, who knows if it's going to work. And boy, did it work great. Smoky, delicious, cheesy. Oh, so good. Oh, yes. Out of Atlanta, smoked potato chips from Symphony. I love anything smoked. Smoked cheese, smoked meat. I just love it. I love that flavor. And so I was really hoping that these were going to be good, and they nailed it. A lot of times when companies want to put smoke flavor on a chip, they use artificial smoke, or they use some sort of combination to try and evoke the idea of smoke, but they never nail it. It comes across kind of acrid, not very good. These nailed it. They tasted like they came out of the smoker. They were so good. What's that? Another Jamaican Jerk flavored chip. I guess I like Jamaican Jerk flavor, but this one from Western Family in Canada, a little bit different, also had chicken in the mix. So it added another layer of complexity above and beyond the standard Jamaican Jerk spice blend, and they nailed it. It was fantastic. Those are great chips. Yes, Snaka Changi, barbecue flavored, Texas Ranchslider style out of New Zealand. These were tasty, delicious barbecue flavor, and look at the bag. The bag is insane. It's so good. And the writing on it was just as good. So, I mean, 5 stars all the way. Oh yes, Red Rock Deli, Australia. Probably does the best job of any chip company in the world with complex flavors. Walker Sensations might be a close second. But anyway, Moroccan spices, chicken, lemon, it had it all. It was so delicious and complex. And I could go for some of those right now. They're so good. And yes, SE Grocers made it back in again with a tortilla chip this time, the spicy lime tortilla chips. It was perfect. It was spicy, fruity, kind of from the pepper, lime, and it tasted like lime. A lot of times when companies use lime in their flavoring profile, it comes across tasting what you think floor cleaner would taste like. It's not very good. SE Grocers nailed it completely. Oh yes, the Paqui one chip challenge. And you might say to yourself, well, wait a sec. That was painful. How could you possibly give that 5 stars? Once you worked your way through the pain, there was flavor there. There was Carolina Reaper in it. There was ghost pepper. And those brought different flavors to the chip. It wasn't just searing, painful heat, although there was plenty of that. And rounding out our top 20 5-star chips from 2020, the surprise Hawaiian brand Korean barbecue flavor. Hawaiian brand doesn't always nail their flavors, so it was a complete surprise that they got the complexity of Korean barbecue on a chip and they got it right. It was really, really, really good. Well, there you have it. Our top 20 5-star chips from 2020. And no, there's no guarantee that 2021 will provide 21 5-star reviews, but hey, you never know. Just have to tune in and find out. I just want to say a quick thank you to all of you for tuning in, watching, commenting, sending in chips. Y'all are the best, and I love doing it, and you're the reason I love doing it. So, all right. See you next year.